Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brie Ogletree. If you don't already know who I am an online fitness coach for women, teaching women how to use strength training in order to get leaner, get stronger, and feel completely badass in their bodies. And today we are cooking. Now, if you know me personally, I make it very clear that I don't love to cook. I never really have. It's not that I can't cook, I just don't enjoy the process of cooking. But today I wanted to share with you a recipe that I really enjoy. I haven't made it in quite a while, so I'm kind of excited to make it. I'm excited to eat it after I make this video. This recipe is from Precision Nutrition, and I am a certified precision nutrition coach through Precision Nutrition, and this recipe is right out of their cookbook. So their cookbook is called Gourmet Nutrition. You can find this on Amazon, and I'll actually link it below in the video description if you are interested in buying it. But it's full of healthy recipes that are easy to make. The ingredients, the list of steps to create the meals is very easy to follow. And they have all types of stuff in here. They have, they have snacks, they have shakes, they have dinners, they have breakfast. So this is if you have no idea what types of meals to start with or what a healthy meal looks like, this is definitely a great resource. I haven't used it in a while. Like I said, I don't love to cook, but today we're gonna be making pumpkin bars, which is one of my favorite recipes out of this book. I haven't made them probably in like a year, and they're just really freaking good. So that's what we're gonna make today. Like I said, I do have some cooking skills. Well, first of all, I'm not picky at all. So I usually look for meals that are super easy to make, meals that I can make usually in under 30 minutes. If it's longer than 30 minutes, I usually get frustrated and because I just want to eat. So yeah, so I usually look for meals that are like 30 minutes and under with preparing and cooking and everything like that. I usually generally stick to the same types of things. And this, although I haven't made them in a while, this is one of the recipes that I continue to go back to just because I enjoy how it tastes. It's really good. Doesn't take super long to make. But that's kind of my approach to eating healthy. I need to find solutions that are super easy to make and take under 30 minutes. And yeah, they're just quick and simple meals. Another thing that I do to make eating healthy a little bit easier is I batch different things. So for this, for instance, I'm gonna be making like a whole sheet of pumpkin bars. So that's probably gonna last me like 4 to 5 days, maybe a little bit less because I do really like them a lot. So I'll probably be eating them quite frequently. But yeah, I like to have meals. I like to make big batches of things. So if I'm making turkey meat or burgers or something like that, I'll make a few and have that last a few days so I don't have to cook as often. Some people like to eat different things every day, but for me personally, I'm not picky at all, and I prefer it to be prepared and just go into the fridge and eat it right away. So it works for me. If it doesn't work for you, I totally understand, but definitely give these protein bars a shot because they are really good. And yeah, and if you're interested in the book, like I said, I'll link it below. There's a ton of other recipes in here for all types of meals, and they're not super complicated either. So yeah, definitely check it out if you're looking for healthier meal options. So here's a picture of the pumpkin bars. Okay, they look so yummy. So the reason why I like these pumpkin bars is, number one, they're very easy to make. There's not a whole bunch of steps to making these bars. And number two, they are great post-workout snack or meal to have because they are higher in protein. So we are gonna be cooking with protein powder. I use whey protein, but you can use any protein powder that you prefer to make these. And they're high in protein. They are a little bit high in sugar, but if you are using them as like a post-workout or like a pre-workout snack, something like that, I wouldn't worry too much about the sugar content. Let's see, so for a large one, there are 39 grams of sugar in here, but again, just keeping in mind that if you're using it before or after you work out, your body's going to be using it as fuel to do your strength training, so don't worry too much about the sugar, and let's get started cooking. And lastly, before we get started, I'm pretty sure that they have this recipe up on their website, so I'm going to try and find it for you guys and link it below. If you don't want to buy the book and you just want to try the recipe, I'll link it in this, the show notes. I was going to say the show notes like I'm on a podcast or something. I'm not on a podcast. This is YouTube. I'm going to link it in the video description below, so you can check it out and try it if you'd like. Okay, so here are all of the ingredients that you need to make these. It does kind of look like a lot, but it's really not. So I'm just gonna go down the list real quick. You need quick oats, you need, it says whole wheat flour, but I'm going to try almond flour for the first time and see how it turns out. I'll let you guys know how it turns out. I usually use whole wheat flour, but I'm gonna try almond flour today. And then we need brown sugar, cold butter, whole stick of butter. We need some low fat or skim milk, and I'm also substituting that with almond milk. I've just been using almond milk for a long time. It's not that I'm against skim milk, but I like the taste of almond milk, so I'm gonna use almond milk today. We also need cinnamon, nutmeg, and salt. So I kind of cheated and I got just pumpkin pie spice flavoring because it has all those spices in it. So I'm just going to use that today. You obviously need pumpkin, we need protein powder, and then some eggs. I have eggs in the fridge. And then it says Splenda to taste. I don't use Splenda. I don't like the taste of Splenda, so I'm going to use stevia, which is an all-natural sweetener, and then just add that as I see fit. So that is all the ingredients. Also, don't cook hungry because it's just a recipe for disaster. So the very first thing you are going to do is preheat the oven to 350. Good. All right, so the next thing you're gonna do is combine your flour, your oats, and your brown sugar in a bowl and just mix it up just until it's evenly combined. All right, so what we're doing right now is we are making the crust for the pumpkin bars. The next thing you're gonna do is take your stick of butter and cut it into cubes, and then you are gonna combine it with your crust, right? And then you're gonna mush it together until everything is nice and combined in the bowl. It's gonna get a little messy, so just FYI. This is a great high protein holiday treat too. For Thanksgiving or Christmas. Still want to get your protein in. This is a great way to do it. So the next thing I'm going to do is transfer the crust to this baking sheet. You are supposed to use a 9x13 inch like baking dish. I don't have one, so I just use a baking sheet. I've always used a baking sheet for these, but if you have a 9x13 baking pan or baking dish, you can use that. So I'm just gonna dump it all in here, and then I'm gonna press it down, even it out. So my crust is probably gonna be a little bit thin compared to if you're using the baking dish, but that doesn't matter to me. Okay, and then I'm just gonna spread it out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get a smaller pan because I can already tell this is not gonna be enough crust. All right, and we're back. So I'm just gonna press this all the way down, try to even it out as much as I can. All right, so as you can see, the bottom is lined with the crust. The next thing you're gonna do is put it in the oven for 12 minutes. So while the crust is in the oven, what we're gonna do next is start to work on the filling. So we're gonna start with the milk, the spices, like the nutmeg and all that, and the salt, and we're gonna bring that to a boil on the stove. As soon as it starts to boil, you're going to take it out, put it in a large bowl, and then you're going to slowly stir in the pumpkin to start. And the crust is done. All right, let's take that out real quick. It's a nice golden brown. Set that off to the side. The last thing I'm going to add is my 5 scoops of vanilla whey protein. I will also link this below too. I've been using Optimum Nutrition for a very long time. I like the way their product tastes. I like the quality of their product. And I have talked about supplements before in the past. I have a video, I will link it. But they are one of those, they do get their products verified by a third party, which I really like about that, because it just ensures that whatever's on the label is what's in the actual supplement and that you are getting everything that they say that you're getting on the label. So yeah, I've been using Optimum Nutrition for a very long time. It's a whey protein, so it is derived from milk. So if you have like a milk allergy or you don't drink milk, I wouldn't recommend this. But I've been using this for years, and I like the flavor of the chocolate and the vanilla. This one's vanilla ice cream. I really like that flavor. This one in particular might have some artificial flavor, but they do have all natural options as well. And I just think it's a quality product, and I like how it tastes in my pumpkin bars. So that's what we're using today. We're gonna do 5 scoops of that, and then our 3 eggs. Just added in just a little bit extra protein. Alright, so this is the filling. So this would also be a good time to add your stevia or your Splenda if you want it to just be a little bit more sweet. Let's see. Oh, we could probably add a little bit. Then we're gonna take the filling and we're gonna put it on top of the crust. This is another reason why I use tin foil, because if I do have spillage, it kind of stays confined. Again, if you have a baking pan, definitely use a baking pan. I don't have one right now, so this is what I'm using. And just carefully pour it over top. Once you've got your filling on top of your crust, you're gonna place it back in the oven for another 20 minutes. And now we just wait until they're done. Once they're done, we're just gonna cool them, we're gonna portion them out, and then we're just gonna store them in the fridge. So I mentioned in the beginning of this video that there was like almost 40 grams of sugar per serving. That's if you have a large serving of these. So they have like large and small portions. You can definitely have a small portion, which is like half the size of a large one. So for a small one, it's about half the sugar if you have a small portion of it. And it doesn't really give like what a small portion is, unfortunately. But it says at the bottom of the list or the instructions on how to make them that it serves 4 large ones or 8 small ones. So if you have 8 small ones and you're using a 9 by 13 inch baking pan, then you should be able to have, you know, 8 small ones or 4 large ones. Again, this is a really great treat for post-workout or pre-workout fuel type snack right before you go to the gym. There's a good amount of protein in them. And they're just delicious. I think they're so good. So, and it being the holidays and everything, I figured I'd show you guys how to make these, but you can definitely, I will link the recipe below, and I'll link the book below as well if you're interested in buying that off of Amazon. And I'll also link the protein too if you're interested in getting that as well. I tried to hold out for pumpkin bars, but the chocolate one. Oh wow.
Like, that doesn't sound like bullshit. That sounds like something in front of you that when you don't like it, like you.
Alright, so this is what they look like straight out of the oven. I have to let them cool. Let's see if I can get a close-up shot. Yum. I'm gonna let them cool for a bit, and then I'm gonna cut them up and store them in the fridge. Okay, so I am allowing those to cool. I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to see more videos like this of like what I do to make food, I can promise you I'm not a chef or anything like that. Most of my meals, like I said, I try to make them as easy as possible. But if you want to see more videos on like what types of food I'm eating on a daily basis, comment below and let me know, or just shoot me a message and let me know. I'd be happy to share that with you. But like I said, my cooking is a little limited, so I can share what I make on a regular basis for sure. So please like this video if you did like this video, share it with a friend if you want to share pumpkin bars with them, and if you want to check out the Precision Nutrition cookbook for more ideas on healthier meals, definitely check out the link in the description below, and I will also link the recipe as well. So I think that's going to be it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.